We need more ideas for Mega Evolutions. Okay, so we need to get some first generation Mega Evolutions. Okay, so how about Slowbro? Okay, go. So he's a hermit crab, right? And he has a shell on his tail. Yeah, go on. Okay, so instead of just having it on his tail, how about his whole body? Tom, you're a f***ing genius. What's going on, guys? This is Dobbs here, bringing you another Pokemon Sun and Moon video. And in this video, I'm going to go over some Mega Evolutions that I want to see in the new Pokemon Sun and Moon games. But before I do that, I'm going to go over some Pokemon Mega Evolutions that are most likely to happen. And when I say most likely, this is what I mean. So I'm going to start with the most obvious to me, and that is there's 6 Pokemon who evolve with the Moonstone, and there are 5 Pokemon who evolve with the Sunstone. Now, in my opinion, one of these Pokemon are definitely going to get a Mega Evolution from each stone, and I have a strong feeling they're going to be exclusives. So let's start with the Moonstone evolutions. If I had to choose one out of all these Pokemon, I would choose Clefable, and this is why. In the original Pokemon series, in episode 6, Clefairy and the Moonstone, you learn that these Pokemon came from outer space, and they worship the moon, and also this Moonstone they have. So I think it's pretty clear that they came from the moon. Look at their rocket, it's pretty obvious. When I was doing research for this video, I was surprised that they haven't officially made it clear that Clefairy and Clefable came from the moon. So I think Clefable is the best suited Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution for Pokemon Moon. Now, before I choose a Pokemon for Pokemon Sun with the Sunstone, I just want to make it clear that all these Pokemon you see now supposedly came from outer space. So any of these Pokemon could get a Mega Evolution for Pokemon Moon. If I had to choose one from all of these, excluding Lunatone and Solrock because it specifically says they come from the Sun and Moon, and they're obviously going to get some kind of role in the next games, but I'll get into that later. I would probably choose Cresselia because there's actually evidence from the Pokedex that this is a lunar Pokemon, and lunar means moon. So moving on to the Pokemon who evolve with the Sunstone, I would honestly pick Lilligant or Whimsicott because there's only one Generation 5 Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution, and that is Audino. So this would be a good opportunity to give Generation 5 another Pokemon with a Mega Evolution, even though I would love Vileplume to have a Mega Evolution. I think that would be freaking awesome. Another likely Mega Evolution that I think is going to happen, that I mentioned in my top 10 things that I want to see in Pokemon Sun and Moon video, is I think the second generation starters are going to get Mega Evolutions. Because it only makes sense that in Pokemon X and Y, they gave the first generation starters Mega Evolutions. And I feel like they're going to do the same thing with the 7th generation, and they're going to give the second generation Mega Evolutions. And to further support this idea, there's a lot of speculation that Pokemon Sun and Moon are going to be direct sequels from Pokemon X and Y. Just like Pokemon Gold and Silver were direct sequels from Pokemon Red and Blue. As for the Generation 4 starters, I think Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are going to get remakes in either 2017 or 2018. And that's when they'll get Mega Evolutions. So getting back to Lunatone and Solrock, I really don't want to spend much time speculating on these two because I think it's quite clear that they're going to get something in Pokemon Sun and Moon, either it being an evolution or a Mega Evolution. But hey, Game Freak has been known to throw curveballs at us, so watch them not do anything with them. But I highly doubt that's going to happen because those Pokemon literally represent the Sun and Moon. So getting to the fun stuff, here are a few Pokemon that I want to see get a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Sun and Moon. And be sure to check out the artists who made these concept arts of the Pokemon Mega Evolutions. You can find them down below in the description. Alright, so the Pokemon I want to see the most get a Mega Evolution is Weezing, and this is why. He could be the very first Pokemon to be a fire poison type, and I think that would be awesome. What really inspired me for him to get this Mega Evolution is this concept art I found online. Just look at it, it looks freaking amazing, right? And also another reason is the fact that ground is 4 times effective to a poison fire Pokemon. Weezing would have the ability Levitate, so ground will have no effect against him. So he would be an extremely powerful Pokemon. So I think he would be the best choice for a fire poison Mega Evolution, if Game Freak decided to make one. Another Pokemon I want to see get a Mega Evolution is Cofagrigus. Could you imagine when he Mega Evolves, and all you see is a coffin opening up with a Pharaoh coming out? I think that would be one of the best Mega Evolutions ever, just appearance wise. Now here's a Pokemon that got a lot of hate, but for some reason I love this Pokemon. I don't know why, it's just one of those things where you just have no idea why you like it. You just like it for no reason, and that Pokemon is Vinilux. And I think it would be totally hilarious just seeing him Mega Evolve into a sundae. Could you imagine a cherry just coming out of the sky and just falling on his head? That would just be hilarious. Last but not least, a Pokemon that's definitely in my top 10 most favorite Pokemon ever, Golduck. And a little backstory on why Golduck is one of my favorite Pokemons ever is that he was my very first level 100 Pokemon in Pokemon Crystal. I got really close with Charizard in Pokemon Red. I got to level 90, but never actually got him to level 100. But anyways, my Golduck was a total beast. He could literally annihilate the whole Elite Four by himself. What I had on was Ice Beam, Psychic, Surf, and I can't remember the 4th one. But just those 3 moves were super effective to at least 90% of the Pokemon in the Pokemon League. But anyways, getting back to his Mega Evolution, I think it would be awesome him getting a Mega Evolution. He would finally get his Psychic type. Yeah, that's right, Golduck isn't a Psychic type, he's a pure Water type. And I bet there's at least 25% of you that didn't know that. Because I didn't know that for probably 5 years until I finally looked at his Pokédex. And I was like, what? He's on a Psychic type? It really blew my mind. So yeah, those are the Pokemon that I want to see get a Mega Evolution. I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like if you did. Be sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. And if you have a Twitter account, be sure to follow me on there at Ethan Dobbs. I'll leave a link below in the description. Oh, and I almost forgot about the question of the day. So question of the day, what Pokemon would you like to see get a Mega Evolution? Leave it in the comments below. Can't wait to see what y'all have in mind. And I'll see y'all next time.